Shadows in the fog. In a remote, forgotten town shrouded in eternal fog, a lone traveler arrives by train. The air is damp and cold, and the station seems abandoned, save for a single flickering lamp. The traveler clutches a map with trembling hands, his destination, circled in red, a decrepit manor on the edge of the woods. The manor looms ahead, its broken windows like gaping mouths. Ivy snakes up its cracked walls, and the iron gate groans as it swings open. The traveler steps inside, the air thick with the scent of decay and mildew. Inside the manor, faint whispers echo through the halls. The words are indistinct, but they seem to call the traveler's name. The traveler lights a lantern and follows, the sound, each step sending a shiver down his spine. In a dusty parlor, the traveler finds a large, ornate mirror. His reflection stares back, but something is off. The reflection's eyes are darker, and its mouth curls into a sinister smile, as it raises a hand, beckoning. At the end of a corridor, the traveler encounters a heavy wooden door bound with rusted chains. Scratches and faint blood stains mar its surface. A key dangles from a hook nearby, but as he reaches for it, the whispers grow louder. The key unlocks the door, revealing stairs leading down into darkness. The air grows colder with each step. The traveler's lantern flickers, barely illuminating rows of dusty shelves and strange, unmarked jars. On a table in the basement, the traveler finds an old, leather-bound diary. The pages are filled with frantic handwriting detailing the manor's history, disappearances, strange occurrences, and something referred to only as the Watcher. Returning upstairs, the traveler notices a gallery of portraits he hadn't seen before. The eyes of the painted figures seem to follow him as he moves. One of the portraits depicts a figure cloaked in shadow, standing in the fog outside the manor. That night, the traveler is awakened by the sound of footsteps echoing through the halls. He grabs his lantern and follows the sound only to find wet footprints leading toward his room. In a forgotten corner of the manor, the traveler discovers a small, ornate music box. When opened, it plays a haunting melody that seems to echo in the back of his mind, even after it stops. The next morning, the fog outside seems thicker, almost alive. Shapes move within it, indistinct but undeniably human. The traveler's attempts to leave the manor are thwarted. The fog pushes him back toward the house. The traveler spots a figure standing motionless in the fog outside his window. It's tall and shrouded in darkness, with glowing red eyes. When he blinks, the figure is gone. Exploring the manor further, the traveler discovers a hidden door behind a bookshelf. It leads to a small room filled with ritualistic symbols, black candles, and a large, ominous tome. The tome describes a ritual to banish the Watcher. It requires holy water, fire, and the destruction of the mirror. As the traveler reads, the whispers grow deafening, and the walls seem to close in. The traveler smashes the mirror with a chair, but one shard remains unbroken. In it, he sees his own reflection, twisted and monstrous. The shard begins to glow, and the whispers stop abruptly. The glow from the shard coalesces into a figure. The Watcher emerges, no longer confined to the mirror. Its presence is suffocating, and the traveler feels his strength draining as it approaches. Desperate, the traveler lights the black candles and sets the tome ablaze. The flames roar unnaturally high, casting long, dancing shadows. The Watcher recoils, its form flickering like smoke. The traveler grabs a holy water flask off a nearby bookshelf and dampens the flame with it. The manor shakes violently, and the Watcher screams, its form disintegrating into the fog. As dawn breaks, the fog begins to lift. The traveler stumbles out of the manor, his clothes singed and his hands trembling. The air is clear, but the town beyond the tracks remains eerily silent. Months later, a new traveler arrives in the forgotten town. He finds the manor pristine, as though untouched by time. Inside, a portrait hangs in the gallery. The previous traveler, his eyes glowing red, standing shrouded in fog.
You're next.